Hello and welcome to More Math Homework Help. I am Miss Moore and I'm back for another Tuesday More Math Homework Help. So the way it works is if you look in the description of this video, you will see a link to a Google form. On that form is where you put your name, where you put your homework question, and any other information you want me to know concerning topics that you need math help with, okay? And then once you submit that, then you join me live and I give you the math help you need. So today we have two student guests, and one is a fourth grader and one is an eighth grader. So my fourth grader is back with us. He was here last time. He is back. We're going to continue with subtraction with regrouping, this time with word problems, okay? And continue to work on those explanations. So without further ado, here's my first guest.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to read this word problem, and I want you to tell me how I need to solve it, okay? So this year, Mr. Smith had a good harvest. He harvested a total of 926 grapes from his grape farm. Out of these grapes, 397 were red, and the rest were green. How many were green grapes? How many green grapes did he harvest? Okay, so he harvested a total of 96 grapes. Out of these, 397 were red, the rest was green. How many green grapes were there? So tell me, what is some important information? What should I underline here?
How many green grapes did he harvest?
Good. And is there any other important information?
The numbers.
Okay. So what do the numbers represent?
The amount.
Okay. So what is 926?
926.
Yeah, but what are these? Are they the red grapes? Are they the green grapes? Are they the total grapes?
They're both grapes.
Good. They're the total. So 926 is the total. Okay. And then what is 397? Are they the red grapes or the green grapes?
The red grapes.
Good. Okay. So how would we figure out what the green grapes are?
You subtract.
Good. All right. So we're going to subtract 926 minus 397. Okay. So tell me how we would solve it.
We have to borrow.
Okay.
We have to borrow from the 2, but the 2 doesn't have enough, so we have to borrow from the 9.
Okay. Well, so, okay, go ahead. Keep going.
The 2 has to borrow from the 9.
Okay.
To give to the 6.
All right, so go ahead.
So 9 turns into 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 turns into 102.
100.
2.
Not 2.
Just 120.
120. Okay. And then what do?
We give the 6 10.
Good. Okay. And what happens to this 12?
The 12 turns into 11.
Good. Okay. So now what do?
We subtract everything. 16. My puppet just broke.
She said wait, please.
16 minus 7?
16 minus 7.
Is someone moving something back there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they able to stop because we're picking up that sound?
Okay.
Okay. 16 minus 7.
16 minus 7.
She's live. Stop doing something. Yeah.
3.
Not 3. So 10 minus 7 is 3. But 16 minus 7.
2.
9 minus 7 is 2. Right? 16 is a lot bigger than 9. So it's going to be a bigger number than 2. So count up from 7, okay, until you get to 16, okay? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many fingers? Well, let me go like this.
9.
9. Okay. So 16 minus 7 is 9.
9.
Good. All right. 11 minus 9.
11 minus 9 is 2.
Good.
I mean, 8 minus 3 is 5.
Excellent. Okay. So 529, what? What does 529 represent?
The green grapes.
Good. 529 green grapes. Excellent. Okay. Now, if a first grader asked you what you did, I want you to explain how you solved this problem. So, one thing I will correct you on. Okay. So, when you started off, you said that the 2 didn't have enough to give to 6, but it does, right? There's not a 0 here, it's a 2. That means I can take away a 10 from here, right? And give it to the 6. You see that?
Yeah,
So,
but the 2 would still need a
right.
more.
And so you're not wrong, but I just wanted you to watch. I just wanted to correct you saying that the 2 couldn't give it to them, but I knew what you were trying to say. But yes, then once you do 16 minus 7 is 9, then you realize, wait, I can't do 1 minus 9. I'm going to have to borrow. Okay. So it's fine. I just wanted you to be aware of that. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you another problem. And I want you on a separate sheet of paper to solve this problem. And then I want you to write down how you know your answer is correct. What did you do to solve the problem? Okay. So solve it first and then tell me, write down an explanation. Write down exactly what you did so that you know your answer is correct.
Okay.
So I'm going to read this for you. Jerry had 756 pennies in his piggy bank. He spent 698 pennies. How many pennies does he now have in his piggy bank? Okay. So Jerry had 756 pennies in his piggy bank. He spent 698 pennies. How many pennies does he now have in his piggy bank? Okay. And while you solve, I'm going to remind our audience that if at any point during this program, or if you're watching a replay and you realize, wait, I need math homework help, go ahead and fill out the Google form in the description of this video. Every Tuesday night, I am here. You can join me live for more math help. Just submit the form so I know exactly what you need help with, and then I will help you out. All right. Okay, and let me know when you have it. Okay.
Is it 18?
Okay. Let's see. So tell me what you did.
I had to borrow from the 5.
Okay, so did you add, subtract? What'd you do?
I added to the 6 and made it a 16.
No. I mean, what did you do with 756 and 698?
I subtracted.
Okay, so first you subtracted. Okay, now tell me.
I borrowed from the 5 and made the 6 a 16.
Good.
And I subtracted 16 minus 8, which is 8.
Excellent.
And then I had to borrow from the 7 and give to the 5 and made the 7 a 6. And made the 5 a 150.
Oh, wait, but we gave one to the 6.
Yeah. So
So
140.
it's good. Okay.
And then I did 140 minus 9. 140 minus 9. 90. And I got 8. I got 1.
140 minus 90.
Yeah.
Okay. So 14 minus 9. Okay. So what I want you to do again, start with 9 and count up until you get to 15 to 14. So tell me how many fingers you have up. So start, you're going to do 10 and keep going till you get to 14. So 10, 11, keep going.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. How many fingers?
5.
5. Okay. So 140 minus 90 is 50, or 14 minus 9 is 5. Okay. And then what?
We subtract 6 minus 6.
Which is
0.
good. Okay. And we don't have to write the 0. Now what?
We add, we now know how many pennies we have.
Good. Okay. So now we have 58 pennies. How did you know to subtract? How did you know that this was a subtraction question?
Because it has the minus.
No, before you even made the minus, when you just saw the words, what was in the words that let you know we have to subtract?
He spent.
Excellent. Good. So he spent, this was the key word. Okay. So when they're asking you to explain, how do you know your answer is correct, right? Or explain how you solved this. You would say, I subtracted because I saw the word spent, right? And when I subtracted, my answer was 58. And that's it. You don't have to write anything long. You just need to let them know that you subtracted and why you knew to subtract. So because the word said spent, and there's your answer. Okay. So before I move on to the next word problem, here's what I want to do. I just want to give you some, okay, try this. 15 minus 6. And I want you to practice counting up. So we have 6. We're going to start with 7 and keep counting on your fingers until you get to 15. Okay?
Yeah. 10.
Almost. Start with 7. So 7, 8. Keep going.
7. 9.
9. Okay. And then another way you can do it is just to count backwards from 15. So again, you can say 14. What's next if we're counting backwards?
13.
13.
12.
Mm-hmm.
11. 10. 9.
Okay. So you're doing 6 fingers because it says 15 minus 6. So you're going to do 6 fingers and then just like you did, right? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and then the answer is 9. So which way do you like better? Do you like to count backwards in this way, or do you like to count up where we did 7 all the way to 15?
Count up.
Okay. So let's do it again.
Is if you mind taking Dixie on a walk, just so she's not.
Okay. So I want you to do 13 minus 5.
It's a nice long walk around the neighborhood, okay? Where are you going? Grab something from my car.
9.
Okay. Tell me how you did it.
I counted up from 5.
Okay. So now count with me.
5.
Okay. So remember, don't start at 5. Start with the number after 5.
6.
Good. So 6,
7.
7.
8. 9.
Mhm.
10. 11. 12. 13.
Okay. How many fingers?
8.
8. Okay. So we start on the number after 5. Okay. So do it again. Let's do 14 minus 7.
7.
Oh, good. You knew that one. Okay. Let's do 16 minus 7. So what number are we going to start with when you're counting?
8.
Good. Okay, go ahead.
9.
Good. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to give you the last word problem. And then I want you to explain to me how to solve this. Okay. But you did great today. Okay. So Mike owns a bookshop with a total of 2,621 books in it. His friend John owns a bookshop with a total of 4,934 books. How many more books does John have in his bookshop than Mike?
So John has 2,000 more, 300 more, 10 more, and 3 more.
Okay. So tell me what you did.
I added 2 to the 4, and then 3 to the 9. 3 to the 6.
Are you adding or subtracting? So look at these numbers.
Subtracting?
Okay. Because this how many more does he have than Mike? So we're subtracting. Good.
I subtracted 2 from the 4 and got 2. Subtracted 9.
Wait. Where do we start? No. We can't start like that. Where do we start? Which
from
place?
The 4.
Say it again.
From the 4.
4 and what other number?
And the 1.
Good. Okay. We always start with the ones place. Okay. Now what?
subtract 4 from 1 and get 3.
Good.
And subtract 3 from the 2 and get 1.
Good.
Subtract 9 from the 6 and get 3.
Mm-hmm.
And subtract 4 from the 2 from the 4 and get 2.
Excellent. Okay. And now what is that?
313.
Okay. And what label should go here?
How many more? How many more? The amount more he has than
The amount
Mike.
of what?
The amount of books he has.
Good. There we go. Excellent. Okay, good. You were able to quickly see that this was a subtraction problem and you were able to do it. Okay. All right. So how are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Okay. Good. So I'm going to work with your brother now. Let him know I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. My dad's gonna go get him.
Okay, that's fine. And while we're waiting, why don't I give you a little bit more, okay? So
Okay.
I want you to do this one. 9 minus 1, 7, 8, 3. Okay. Okay, let me know what you're getting once you finish.
I got 386.
Okay, tell me what you did.
I subtracted 3 from 9 and got 6.
Good.
And then did 8 minus 0 and got 8.
Wait. Can I just switch it like that?
No.
No. So what do I have to do?
Do 0 minus 8?
Okay, but can I do 0 minus 8?
No. That would just be 8.
So I need to do what?
Borrow.
Okay, we go next door and this 0 becomes?
0 becomes a 10.
Good. Okay, keep going.
And we have to borrow from the 2 now.
Good. And this 4 becomes?
A 1,400.
Good.
Then we subtract 8 from 10 and get 2.
Good.
And then subtract 70 from the 1,400.
Okay, this is not 70. What's the place value?
700.
Good. So 700 from 1,400. Okay, so 14 minus 7. Okay, count up.
700.
Good. All right, and 1 minus 1
is 0.
Awesome. Okay, you have it. You just have to remember that we can't just flip it. Okay, when you see 0 minus 8, you can't just try to say 8 minus 0. Okay, just be careful. But you've been doing great. Okay. All right, good work tonight. All right, so tell your brother to come on. I'm ready. Thank you. Good job. All right, so now we have our next guest. We are going to be doing 8th grade math now. Switching over. Okay, also, I'll use this time to remind you guys, if you ever need math help, go into the description of this video. You will see a form that allows you to ask for math help. Put your questions, anything you need help with. I will email you, and you can join me live to get the math help you need. All right, is our next guest ready?
He's coming back from walking my dog.
Oh, okay. All righty. Do you know how long he's going to be? Okay. We're going to take a small break. Of course, somebody's watching. All right. So we are back with our next guest, who is an 8th grader. And sometimes we don't know. When I have a student, it's important that we get a baseline to see exactly what they know in math and what they don't know. So welcome my next guest. Just unmute your
Hi.
mic. Hi. All right. So I just want to get a feel for what you know, what you don't know, but you can tell me, what is your biggest struggle with math?
Like the rules and stuff.
Okay.
Like
So,
like negative plus like a positive and stuff
okay.
like that.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I was going to start with integers anyway, so that was on time. Okay. So let's do -3 plus 7. Okay. So when we're adding integers, so we have a negative here, and I'm going to use pink for negative and blue for positive. Okay. So we have a -3, and we have +7. Okay. What happens when a negative and positive get together? So let's say these were little chips. Do you know what happens? It's okay if you don't.
They like cancel out.
Good. They cancel each other out. Okay. So together they equal what?
4.
If they cancel each other out, they would equal 0. I'm just talking about one negative, one positive. Yeah. Okay. So that means here we have some negatives, right? We have about 3 negative chips, right? And then we have 7 positives. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So how many pairs do we have? We call these 0 pairs because they equal 0. How many 0 pairs do we have here, where there's a negative and positive chip together?
3.
Good. Okay. So because they equal 0 and they cancel each other out, we get rid of them. That means when I do -3 plus 7, I'm taking away something. I'm actually subtracting because I'm taking out these 0 pairs. Okay. And what are you left with?
4.
Okay. And which one had the most chips? The positives or the negative?
The positive.
The positive. So it's going to be positive. Okay. So let's try it again. So -10 plus 5. Okay. So are we going to add or subtract? Because we have some negatives and we have some positives. And you told me that when a negative and positive get together, they're going to cancel each other out. So I'm going to take away some stuff. So we're adding or subtracting? If I'm
Subtracting.
Good. We're subtracting. So what is 10 minus 5?
5.
5. Okay. Now, which side has more? The negatives? Are there more negative chips or more positive chips?
Negatives.
Good. So my answer is going to be
-5.
good. Okay. So whatever one has the most chips, that's the sign of my answer. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay. 27 plus -13. Okay. So are we going to add these two together or are we subtracting?
Subtracting.
Good. And why are we subtracting?
Because there's a negative.
Good. A negative and a
positive.
And when negatives and positive gets together, what do?
Cancel out.
They cancel each other out. So we got to take out those 0 pairs. Okay. So now let's do 27 minus 13.
14.
Excellent. Okay. Now, which one has more?
The positives.
Positives or more negative?
Positives.
Good. And we have positive 13. Good. So we just did adding integers and we did it with different signs. And you seem really good at that. So we'll put a check there. Okay. Now let's do adding integers with the same sign. Okay. And I want to see how you do with this. So -8 plus -6. What would your answer be? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? So
Add,
good. And how did you know to add?
because they're the same sign.
Good. Okay. And so when they have the same sign, there's nothing that's canceling each other out. There's nothing that we have to take away. We're just adding all the negatives together. And so how many negatives do we end up with?
2.
So you just told me we're
Oh.
adding. So we're doing 8 plus
14.
6. Good. Positive or negative?
Positive.
So I have 8 negative chips, right? And I add 6 more negative chips. Okay. So 8, where is it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to add 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Are all of these, when I add them together, are they all positive chips or are they all negative chips?
Negative.
Negatives. Okay. So whatever the sign is that they have the same, that's what's going to stay. Okay. Because I have 8 negative chips. I'm adding 6 more negative chips. Now I have 14 negative chips. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again. You're doing great. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. All right. -5 plus -14.
-19.
Excellent. Okay. Tell me what you did.
You add both negatives and the sign stays the same.
Excellent. Okay. So you are good with adding integers. Now let's check subtracting integers. Okay. If I have -6 minus 9, -6 minus 9. Okay. Do you remember the rules for subtracting?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
3.
Okay, not 3. So think about a number line, right? If we're starting at -6 and it says -9, which way are we going? Are we going up or are we going down if we're subtracting?
Down.
Down, okay. How many spaces are we going down?
3.
How much did it say? We're starting at -6 and it said minus what?
9.
9. Okay. So we're going to go down 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Somehow we're going to end up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We're going to end up, and I'll use a different color. Okay, we're going to end up right here. Okay, so let's count. What's right next to -6 to the left of it?
-7.
Good. Okay, and then we have -8, -9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And what's at the end?
-15. I mean,
Good.
yeah.
Okay, so we end up with -15. Okay, so if I start at -6 and I take away 9, I'm going back 9 spaces. I'm going to get more negative. Okay, so now let's try it again. -5 minus 4. So we're starting at -5 and we're going back 4 spaces. Where do we end up?
-9.
Excellent. Okay. Now, watch this. I have 6 minus -3. Okay. Right here is what we call a double negative. Okay. So if I say I'm not going to the movies, what does that mean?
I am going to the movies.
Good, right? A double negative equals a positive. Okay. I'm going to write that down. A double negative equals a positive. Okay. So this really says 6 plus 3. And what's 6 plus 3?
9.
9. Okay. So try it again. So subtracting is pretty simple. So let's do -7 minus -4. Okay. What do we have here? What do we call that?
A double negative.
Good. A double negative, and a double negative is really a
Positive.
positive. So it's -7 plus 4. And now we have our integer rules for addition again. So what am I doing with this -7 and this 4? Okay, they're different signs. So what are we going to do?
Subtract.
Subtract. Good. And what's 7 minus 4?
3.
3. And which one has more? The negatives or the positive?
The negatives.
The negatives. Okay. You see it? I want you
Yeah.
to try this one on your own.
Okay.
So, okay.
-5.
Good. Tell me what you did.
I made both negative signs a positive.
Good. So -8 plus 3. And then what? You got -5. Okay. Then what did you do? How'd you know it was going to be? Go ahead.
Because the negative, there's more negatives, so it makes it a negative.
Okay. But also, how did you know it was going to be 5 that you needed to subtract 8 and 3 and not add them? How do you know to subtract?
Because they're different signs.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Okay, last one for subtraction. Bring us home. All right. We have -27 minus 13.
-40.
Excellent. Good job. And how did you get that?
Because they're different signs, so you add.
Okay, but so remember, we're starting at -27 on the number line, and then we're going more negative. So we end up adding it. So good job. All righty. So that's addition and that's subtraction. Let me see your multiplication. What's negative 3 times 7?
Negative 21.
Good. And how did you know it was negative? Well, tell me what this would be. Negative 3 times negative 7.
Negative 21.
Okay. So let's start here. So negative 3 times negative 7. Think about this. I have 7 groups of negative 3 chips. Okay. So I have negative 3 chips. So 1, 2, 3. And I have 7 groups of them. Okay. I only have negative chips, right? If I have 7 groups of 3 negative chips, I'm going to end up with 21 of these chips altogether, and they're all going to be negative. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, negative 3 times negative 7. Okay. Negative 7 is the opposite of 7. Okay. So if negative 3 times 7 was negative, then negative 3 times negative 7 is going to be positive. Okay. So a negative times a negative equals a positive. Okay. So these rules are a little bit harder because they're completely different from adding and subtracting integers. Okay. So when you said you have trouble keeping up with the rules, that's why, because your addition rules, there's one rule for addition, or actually 2 rules for addition. Then you have a different rule for subtraction, and then multiplication and division has their own rules. So keeping track of them is difficult, but we're going to just practice some more just to make sure you got it. All right. So with multiplication, here's the rule you need to know. Same signs are positive. The different signs, anytime the signs are different, it's going to be negative. Okay, so negative 5 times 3. What's my answer?
Negative 15.
Good. Okay. Negative 3 times negative 4.
Negative 12. 12.
Wow. How did you know it's going to be positive?
Because they're the same size.
Good. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, what's the answer?
Negative 60.
60. Good. Okay. And then let's do division. It's the same rules. So 25 divided by negative 5.
Negative 5.
Good. Okay. Okay, we see that the signs are different. So that's excellent. 42. Negative 42 divided by negative 6.
7.
Good. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to give you, a combination. Okay. Negative 3 times 5 plus 2. Okay. What do we do first? Multiplication or addition?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So I want you to do negative 3 times 5 first, and then add 2. So what's negative 3 times 5?
Negative 15.
Good. And now it's negative 15 plus 2.
Negative 13.
Excellent. Good job. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, negative 7 times 4 minus 6.
Negative 22.
Okay, tell me what you did.
Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28.
Good.
And then minus 6 is negative 22.
Okay, so we start at negative 28, and which way are we going on the number line? Left or right?
Left.
Left. So we should be getting more negative, not less. So we'll go 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So if we're going back, we're really adding this 6. You see it?
Yeah.
So we're going to end up with negative 34 because we're adding 6 to the negatives. Is that confusing or does it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so 36 divided by negative 9 minus negative 2. What are you going to do first?
Divide.
Good. Tell me what you get.
Negative 4.
Good. Now we have negative 4 minus negative 2. What are you going to do?
Make the signs a positive.
Good. Because what do we call this?
A double negative.
Good. Okay, now what?
It's going to be negative 2.
Excellent. You're really good with your adding integer rules. That was perfect. Okay, let's do it again. Oops. Okay. So this, do you know what this fraction bar means?
Divide.
Good. Nice, nice. So negative 49 divided by 7 minus 5.
Negative 2.
Okay, so tell me what you did. So where'd you start?
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Okay,
Negative 49 divided by 7 is negative 7.
good.
And negative 7 minus 5 equals negative 2.
Okay, so if I start at negative 7, am I going up if I subtract 5 or down?
Down.
Okay, because if I go up 5, that's when I get to negative 2. But we're subtracting 5. Okay, so I'm not going up. If it said plus 5, yes, it would be negative 2. But it says minus 5. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got negative 8, negative 9. Where do we end up?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Okay, so it almost looks like we're adding. It looks like we're doing negative 7 plus negative 5. right? So someone noticed that subtracting, so when I have -7 minus 5, subtracting 5 is the same thing as adding a -5. Okay, and I know you're adding integer rules, so it might help you to just change it. Have you done keep, change before? Does that sound familiar? Or leave, change, or opposite?
What's
Has
that?
anybody, huh?
No, I don't think I know.
Okay, so with subtracting integers, you keep the first number the same, you change subtraction to addition, and you change that 5 to its opposite. So this -5, like I said, it's the same thing as adding a -5. We would still go left on the number line, right? You would do -5 plus -7 because it's the same sign, right?
Yeah.
So let me show you again. -14 minus 6, okay? This is the same thing as -14 plus, what do I put next to the 6?
Negative.
-6, because both of these are going to make me go to the left. We're going down, okay? So what's the answer? -14 plus -6.
20.
Positive or negative?
Positive. I mean negative.
Good. Okay. So -14 minus 6 is -20. It's the same thing as -14 plus -6. Let's try it again. Tell me what you get. -13 minus 5. Okay. Change it. It's the same thing as -13 plus what?
-5.
Good. And now tell me the answer.
-18.
Excellent. See how much easier that is? Because you know your addition rules and you're really good with your addition rules. So changing that subtraction to addition is going to be really helpful for you. So let's do 7 minus 9. Tell me what to change it to.
-7 minus 9. -7 plus 9.
Well, it's not a -7. It's just 7. So we always leave that first number. So it's just 7, but what changes? What's the same thing as -9? Plus what?
-9.
There you go. And what's 7 plus -9?
-2.
Yeah. Okay. So you never change this first number. You're just trying to figure out -9 is the same thing as plus -9. That's it. That's the only thing that changes. The -9 and the plus -9. Let's do it again. 5 minus 10. Okay. What are we going to change it to?
5 plus -10.
Excellent. And what's the answer?
-5.
Good. Okay. I'm going to give you another one. 5 minus 10. Okay. Tell me what to do.
-25 plus -10.
Good. Okay. And what's the answer?
35. -35.
There you go. Nice job. Okay, this is the last one, but you are doing, you know what? You actually are doing really good with the adding rules and the multiplying and dividing rules. It was just the subtracting rules that were tripping you up. So I want you to do these 2 problems for me and then tell me the answer after you finish both. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I'm done.
Okay, tell me what you got.
For number 1, I got negative 22.
Okay, tell me how you did it.
I changed it to negative 37 plus 15.
Excellent. And then,
That equals negative 22.
perfect. Okay, now tell me what you did for the next one. What'd you get?
Negative 14.
Okay, tell me how you did it.
87 plus negative 101.
Excellent. Okay. And then you saw they were different signs, so you did what?
Subtract.
Good. And you did 101 minus 87, and you got 14. Okay, what was your answer?
Negative 14.
Good. Excellent job. I'm proud of you. All right, so good job. So we're gonna the next time we work together, we'll just keep reviewing integer rules, and then I want to see how you do with the have you guys done like 3/5 plus 4/7, like negative and positive fractions?
Yeah, but I think we passed that.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to see how you do with that next time we work together. Okay.
Okay.
But you did great. How are you feeling about it now, the rules?
I think I know them better.
Good. Okay, cool. Good job. All right. So I'm going to remove you from here. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, I'm back every Tuesday night. Please, if you want homework help and you want to come live with me, make sure you complete that form, put your questions on there, put a picture of what you want me to help you with, and I will be right here to help you. All right. Bye, guys.